welcome to my video. So, you want to speak like a native speaker? You want to improve English? You want to speak English fast? So, ready? Here, today I'm going to give you 5 different tips that's going to help you to speak English fluently. So, our tip number 1 is start thinking in English. Yes, it sounds a little crazy, but it really helps you. I'm going to give you some tips and clues that how you can think in English, right? Okay, now think about different things around you. Take the vocabulary, think that what these words are called in English, like around you. Like to give you a little example, like here I have a table, guitar, painting or wall art, flowers, curtains. So start thinking about these vocabulary of the items that's around you, that how you can name them in English, or what's the name in English for these words. Once you're done with getting some vocabulary, you can also start working on your sentences, something that's happening around you. For example, I'm wearing a black t-shirt today. There's a guitar, there are red curtains, and there is a painting on the wall. So we put these words in sentences, so that's going to help you to build some sentences, and you will think that how can I say something in a complete sentence. You can start these from basic sentences, and then the next step will be that think about the conversations that's going to take place in the future. It could be something, let's say you have an interview tomorrow, so plan ahead in your mind that what kind of questions they might ask you and how you're going to answer those questions. For example, in an interview question, they might ask you, please introduce yourself. So how are you going to say that? Probably going to say your first name, your last name, the education and the school you went to, your hobbies, sports you like, so on and so forth. Tip number 2, very easy, very fun way to learn English. Tip number 2 is that you have to watch your favorite movie. In English, of course, your favorite TV program, your favorite movies. You must watch that if you want to improve English on your own, especially if you want to improve and speak English like a native speaker. This is the best way. And why? Because everything is done in the native English. It's not a text English. You see English spoken in its actual context, and you see that all the characters are speaking English the way it's spoken in English-speaking countries. It's natural, and you also get to learn stress on different words. You also get to see the body language when these characters are expressing their feelings, how they do that and what kind of body language they use. So this is really an excellent fun way to improve in your English. But here's a catch. You have to watch something that you like, something that you really enjoy. Like if you like animation, yes, you can choose a movie from there. You like romantic, all kind of genres. You can choose any you like here. That's the condition. You choose a movie that you like and you enjoy the most. Alright, so this is another thing, that how you're going to choose a movie. Let me give you some example. I'm going to give you some example from animation, like Bugs Life, Toy Story, or you can watch any family movies like Home Alone 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, Jurassic Park, The Hunger Games, Men in Black. You can choose any movie and you can watch in your free time here. But I always suggest that before you watch it, you watch the movie, read the storyline of the movie so that you have some idea what the movie is about. And you can watch it with the subtitles on, and you don't have to pause it all the time. Watch the movie with English subtitles on, and don't try to watch the movie with the subtitles in your language. Please don't do that. You will be really ruining the whole purpose of watching English movie. So you have to watch the movie with English subtitles on. And again, the main purpose at this point should be to enjoy the movie. You should be able to enjoy that movie. And you can pause the movie here and there to write some words or phrases down. That's okay, but don't pause so frequently that you get so bored. No, don't do that. So watch it, enjoy it. At the same time, you can have some paper or pencil next to you where where you may want to pause at a certain point while you're watching the movie, and you can write something down for you to learn later. And one more thing, don't worry if you miss a lot of English at this point. Again, we are not trying to focus on lots of English at this point. Let's bit by bit. So we have to take some baby steps to learn English. So we will start from a couple of sentences, and probably next week or a couple of days after, you may want to watch the movie again and take some extra notes. Or you look at your favorite character, how this favorite character is behaving. Look at favorite character's body language, and then you can write some phrases or sentences or vocabulary down for you to learn and practice. Our tip number 3 is that you learn English by listening to music. Yes, you have to listen to music, and please don't forget, again, the same thing as I told you before, watching a movie, that the music or the songs you choose is something that you are going to like. So please make sure that you choose a song that you really enjoy. And my piece of advice in this case will be that before you start actually listening to it, it's probably a good idea that you look at the lyrics. I mean, the words that you can find for the song. It's easy, you can find the lyrics online, get those lyrics, read it, and then listen to the song. And again, you can sing along it. If you sing along it, it's the fun way to learn English, and why not? So give it a try. Our tip number 4. Yes, tip number 4 is that you listen to your local news in English. Why? Because you probably already know some information of that news in your own language, and if you see the same news in English, probably it's going to give you better understanding and probably easy access to all the vocabulary they are going to use to talk about the same news in English. So I always suggest that listen to news from local English channels or international English channels like BBC, CNN, just to name a few. You can choose any channel and watch or listen to the news in English. Our tip number 5. Well, now you have learned some vocabulary already, and probably you have taken some phrases and sentences by watching that movie I just told you about in my other tip. Now it's your time to speak. Okay, for that you're gonna need your smartphone. Yes, smartphone. And there is a timer in it. You're going to set the timer for 1 minute and freely speak about your favorite topic. Anything. You can talk about the movie you watched the other day. You can talk about the music you listen to, anything you like, your favorite sport. But please, there are certain conditions that I would like you to follow, like you don't have to take any notes before you start or before you start speaking. You don't have to pause in 1 minute. During that 1 minute time, you don't have to pause it for any time. And the third condition I would say is that you don't have to repeat the same information for 1 minute. After 1 minute, you please listen to your recording and write down the notes. You see, you're going to see yourself that where you made mistake. Maybe it's pronunciation, or maybe you had a very long pause while you were recording. That's okay. We all make mistake. Making mistakes is part of language learning. Without making mistake, we cannot learn anything. So don't be shy to make mistake. All right, so now you've written down your notes from that first recording. Now it's time to record for the second time, but this time you can take a look at the notes you have taken from the first recording. So record for another minute for the second time, but this time you can look at your notes, and you will see after you do second recording, you're going to see that probably you're going to speak better in your second recording as compared to the first recording. All right, after your second recording, look at the same notes. You may want to add something to these notes, maybe some missing information. Maybe you want to confirm some pronunciation of some vocabulary. You want to fix it, and you can take these notes down on that piece of paper and record for the third and the last time. And you will see that you're going to make a big difference for your third recording. So after third recording, you see and you compare all the three recordings, and you will see that where the problem is. And this activity also give you a time to express yourself in the privacy of your own room or home. All right, so let's recap all these strategies. The first one, think in English. Second one, watch your favorite English movie. Third one, listen to your favorite English music with lyrics. Watch news in English. And the fifth one is record yourself and then listen to it. I'm pretty sure you're going to improve in English. When it comes to speaking or expressing yourself, you're going to get some confidence, and you should be able to speak in English fast and confidently. So please let me know if you found this helpful by leaving your comments down there, and I wish you good luck.